It is Beth Brutality here on Your Glam Squad. It is Tuesday, February 21st. And today we are continuing the movies theme. So we are now going to the 80s. And I am the chick from Bladerunner. I cannot remember if it is Pris or Price or what. I just know how it's spelled. Haven't seen it since the 80s. So, super easy look. Let's go ahead and start on the tutorial. Okay, for this first step, I mixed together white cream makeup with a light foundation because she is very, very pale. I didn't want to completely white her out, so I didn't use... Dog is making very bizarre noises, but I didn't want to completely white her out, so I didn't just use white makeup, but I do need to be very pale. So I'm just using a stippling brush to put this all over my face, hoping I mixed up enough, because I'm really bad about matching things when I need more. It's also really helpful too, if you need to use cream makeup, to mix it with something that won't dry and get all powdery. So I hate that. And yes, I know I have some makeup on right now, but it's not going to affect this final look, because we're about to put a bunch of stuff all over my face. Okay, when you're done applying this to your face, making sure you get out to your hairline really well. We're also going to apply this down the chin onto the neck to blend it out really well, because you don't want it to be really obvious that the color is paler than your neck. Unless you're like me and your neck is really, really pale, and then it's pale anyway, so... But yeah. And if this is a drastic color change for you, you might want to plan ahead and blend down onto your chest, past your collarbones, all that. But that should be good for me since I am so pale. Make sure you blend out onto your ears really well, because if you don't, it'll be really obvious. You can cover your entire ears if they're too bright, but mine are fine. And then after that, I'm going to grab a smaller brush to work with, because I have a really hard time stippling on foundation around my nose and getting in all the little nooks and crannies. So we're just going to paint this in any areas that were missed. I definitely mixed up enough, so that's good. You want to work quickly because once it starts to dry, when you're applying more over it, it starts to pull it off. This is true of pretty much any like cheap cream makeup. But by mixing it with the foundation, that helps it stay a lot better. So we're putting this on very, very thickly and blending out to conceal. Because I do not have a concealer that is this light. Then again, by using a foundation mixed with a cream product, it's pretty thick, so it works pretty well for coverage. None of this has to be perfect because you're going to be adding a lot of color over this, but just for the sake of it not looking like crap otherwise, that's why I'm concealing. Okay, now that you're all super pale, your next job is going to be to do some contouring. For her, it is like a bluish gray color. I gotta find something, actually. We're gonna do contouring now, and I realize I messed this up because her contouring doesn't go all the way up to the hairline. It's literally just here in the hollows. So, we're going to not do that on the other side. It might look a little silly in photographs, but I'd rather you guys do it right and me not show you how to do it wrong on both sides. For this, I am mixing some colors together from my Tarte palette. I will take a picture and circle the colors, that way you can see. But I'm literally just dabbing my, what is this, 168 in each color, which is dyed pink. And it's giving me a good color for this. Then you're just blending out those harsh lines. So you want something like this, not something like this. Like I said, you're just doing it here, not all the way up. Okay, moving on to our next step. We are going to use 3 different blue colors to achieve the band across her eyes. This would probably help if I didn't have my brows filled in. They're probably going to stand out a little. So if your brows are not filled in, it'll probably look better. But my brows are currently filled in, so we're just going to move forward. I am going to use... I already have cream on my face, so it should stick, but... What?
I already have cream on my face.
Shut up. But just in case it doesn't, I'm going to go ahead and put milk in the area that I'm going to be working. It's not super harsh lines, so you don't want like a heavy base. And you're going to want to prime the whole area, but I'm not using this for longevity, so you're good to go as long as you don't need it to last forever. Alright, then we're just going to blend this out. So I put a little bit of the Jumbo Milk Pencil in my eyebrows to make the color stick a little bit better since they are already filled in, so it's not going to be as vibrant. But for our first color, we are grabbing Revlon's Colorstay 12-Hour Eyeshadow in Azure Mist. And we're going to use this bottom blue, which it's a little shimmery, so don't go overboard with it. But that's what we're going to start with. And I'm just going to use a fluffy blending brush for this. Alright, once you're satisfied with that color, go on to your next darker color. For this, I am using Covergirl Classic Navy. I don't even know if this color is available anymore because I have had this for literally ever. I should probably throw it away. It's probably not even like safe to use anymore, but we'll find out. And this you are doing closer to the eye, because the color gets darker and darker as you go towards her eye. Okay, and then for our last color, we are grabbing from the Tarte Jewelry Box palette this dark blue color right here. It is a matte blue, matte like navy color, but it's deeper than the other navy we just used. I hope. Or I did that backwards. We'll find out. No, that's right. I had a moment of doubt. This we are going to use, this isn't going to work with that, so we are going to grab flat shader brush, I have my creative director over here doing research because I could only find like a couple of like pictures for this, and I couldn't find any that were like super clear, which is kind of a problem. So I think that's about good on the eyeshadow. I might come back and put more in later. So at this point we are going to move on to eyeliner.
Can you feel like Harrison Ford?
How about no? And then after I put on the eyeliner, I'm going to set it with the very dark blue color. I didn't just use a navy eyeliner because I wanted it to have the darkest base possible when I set it. Really wish I could have found some better pictures to use for source photos. Alright, so going back into that navy color. So we are done with the eyeballs. We're going to move on to lips. Her lips are just a basic flesh tone color, so I'm going to use Just Enough Buff by Revlon. So like that.
Yeah.
Alright, so when you're done, you will have something like this. My lips are really dry right now for some reason, so with any luck, your lips won't look as patchy as mine do. But we are pretty much done. This is our finished look. I'm going to pull my hair down and tease it up a bit to add to the look. And I will be back with some photos. Alright? Bye guys. Hope you like it.